Mission here at NBC 26 to reduce drunk driving in Wisconsin. And tonight we continue our story on three sisters whose father and a close family friend died when a now convicted drunk driver crashed into their car.
It's a story we first brought you more than a year ago, and we continued to follow it as the case went to court. NBC 26's Matt Jarko looks at that court case and the impact it had on the victim's family.
A shocking, sudden death.
It's kind of like a concussion. Your world is turned upside down.
And a loss that always lingers.
My father's great-grandchildren, they'll never know how cool of a dad he was.
Donna Johnson and her sisters, Diane Urban and Laura Russell Hibbler, now have only the memories and stories to pass on. The final chapter, heartbreak. From Diane's New London home, she and her sisters described the emotions of when their dad, David Russell, and longtime family friend Hazel DeWitt died when a drunk driver hit their car more than a year ago.
And then your whole world just implodes.
And with the loss still so much in mind, they had to look at the man whose actions killed their father.
It's very surreal. It's like when you're sitting there, you're like, are we watching a TV movie? Is this really happening? And then the guy walks in, the defendant, and you're like, he's like, from me to you.
Yeah.
And you're like,
It's very hard.
wow.
Through court documents and hearings, the family learned that Neenah resident Joseph Konetsky ran a stop sign on Highway 54 in Outagamie County. He had a blood alcohol level 3 times the legal limit when he hit the car Russell and DeWitt were in.
He decided to go and drink and then get in a car and drive.
It wasn't his first OWI, and a judge sentenced him to 20 years behind bars on 2 counts of homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle.
And he made the point, and it was hard to hear, that a higher sentence would not necessarily deter others from drinking and driving. People who last Saturday night were out drinking and driving have no idea about that case and what the sentence was. And so that's why we're doing this. It's hard.
Together, the judge's message and the tragedy opened up the eyes of Diane and her sisters.
These people that are driving drunk, they have no thought. They're not playing by the rules that everyone else is playing by.
Wisconsin should be ashamed.
They're advocating for tougher OWI penalties on the first offense, making it more than a traffic violation and a fine. They want it to be a criminal offense. They hope a tougher consequence would have less people choosing to drink and drive.
People just push it to the side, and it's like, oh, we're so used to it. We're almost numb to it that no one knows how it feels until you go through it.
A sudden death, a lingering loss, and now an ongoing push for change.
We're doing this to honor our father.
Matt Jarko reporting tonight. The sisters do say that after the deadly crash, they have gone to Madison, lobbied for changes to state law. They also support the idea of first-time offenders having to use a machine inside the car that measures blood alcohol level before that car will start. And to see this story and the others in our Project Drive Sober series, visit our website, NBC26.com. And as we do continue this commitment to Project Drive Sober, we want to hear from you. You can give us a call, 866-WI-SOBER. Leave us a voicemail. You can email us, drivesober@NBC26.com.